I have a caller, by the way, and I hope they are still on the line. Hello, sir.
Is your man Rodney from London?
Rodney, there. Rodney Brothers. Rodney, how are you today, Baba?
We praise God, 10-star general. You don't be blessed, where.
I thought I should do this tonight because it's so important that letting people know that everyone can have different views about the same thing. And you can also at least listen to others too. Merge everything together is for your own good. How do you think I did tonight, Baba?
My brother, you did very well. Always a balanced message, And I think your approach to these things, I really like it, in the sense that you keep yourself balanced in the middle because you want to be able to let your message reach everyone.
That's right.
I know sometimes some of us may want you to bend the beat to our side.
To add some gas to it. Might even add some gas. But there are times for that.
In fact, I'm learning from you the way you try to balance your message.
Thanks.
So anyway, my own contribution, to this is not much to this one here because you pretty much said everything, and I will encourage people to understand that as you are able to say your own opinion, other people should be able to say their opinion.
That is right.
As well. Everybody should be able to be themselves. It's just like the Sunday sermon of today, when you spoke on religion, everybody should be able to have their opinion without being choked by any other person.
Or attacked or targeted, of course.
And what I would just like to chip in, like you already know my own my German to say Schwerpunkt, the heavy point for me is about Africans generally being freed. And I'm very happy that you address the issue of actually somebody who said that Islam is not the ancestral religion of these people. And apart from that, you also said something that we don't have any religion. To be honest, we don't have any religion. We only had a culture. And I want to encourage those people that we call ourselves, or they forced us to call ourselves Nigerians, to remember that we had no religion. We had a culture.
Many of them that we are projecting in the name of religion. If we look deeper, it's actually who we are that we are projecting on those things we call religion.
Yes. And truly, if you go down, this is my final point. Truly, if you go back and look, the Bible is older than every religion. The Bible is a book of our culture sent to our people, and it became the Bible that we know now because the Western world used it to capture our mind and turned us to Mughals. And the Islamists came and captured our mind, turned us to Mughals. They exiled us from Spain, exiled us from Morocco, exiled us from everywhere until we came to the west coast of Africa, where they sent people after us again to come and take us slaves to America. And I just want to encourage our people, be strong, be one. Igbos and Yorubas, you are one. You don't know who you are. Biafra is by Ephraim. You come from the same family called Ephra family. And you were separated. Africa was divided. Togo and Ghana were one people. They just put a line, and then Yoruba and Igbo become enemies. Christian and Muslim become enemies. They just put a line. They just divide. Go and research on YouTube the Willie Lynch letter that states out how they enslaved our minds for. The guy put it down. He said this will enslave their minds for minimum of 300 years and even to 1,000 years. And they did it perfectly well executed. And Fulanis are using exactly the same model in Nigeria right now. God bless you. Food for thought.
Thanks,
Go and do your research.
Thank you so much. Nice one, Rodney. That's the Rodney, the Rodney brothers. Hello there.
Nigeria.
Hello, good afternoon. This is
good
Alason.
afternoon, ma. At last, yes, you are live.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mayegun, I'm so disappointed with the British BBC documentary on
It's so
IPOB.
biased and it's so unfortunate. It missed the opportunity.
And what do you know what I want to say? I'm so I don't know what to say. Àwọn British, they are evil. Gbogbo documentary tó fi ń pa àwọn èèyàn tí àwọn Fúlàní fi ń pa gbogbo àwọn èèyàn. Why ìtàn ṣe lọ ṣe documentary yẹn?
Kò appear ẹnu gbogbo kìíní yẹn rárá, and that's so sad.
Damn. Okay, eléyìí tí wọ́n wá ṣe tó pa ọmọ Deborah yìí tó tún jó live tí gbogbo ayé ń wò yìí. How can they keep quiet now?
Tí ìgbọ́mà TVC television Tinubu nígbà tí ó máa report to Deborah tí wọ́n pa. Ní kí ló sọ? Wọ́n ní pé wọ́n pa Deborah nítorí àwọn student ń bínú pé ASUU wà on strike. Kò sí nǹkan tí iṣẹ́ táwọn méjì àwọn ṣe Nàìjíríà yẹn bó ṣe máa ń ṣe.
Ọlọ́run máa fogun ẹ̀yìn ja gbogbo wọn náà. Ọlọ́run máa fogun ẹ̀yìn ja gbogbo wọn náà. Because èmi ò mọ bí bá ṣe fẹ́ jáde nínú shit yìí. How can BBC tó wọ́n ti compromise pẹ̀lú àwọn Fúlàní tó ń pa wá? And they want report against IPOB.
Ó wà intentional.
Okay, so látijọ́ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ èmi believe pé wọ́n bá ìwọ̀n over ni. Látijọ́ tí Fúlàní ti ṣe burúkú tó ń pa àwọn èèyàn tó ń slaughter àwọn èèyàn to everybody, all these gory images tó wà lórí internet and people are clamoring. Tó pa ọmọbìnrin kan ní doctor nínú train yẹn. Damn, they have never said anything. I think we should all condemn all they did. We should condemn it and say that they have to do.
Go on, ma.
Gbogbo ayé láti sọ̀rọ̀ pé okay, kí ló wá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ti Fúlàní? Why are they not covering it? Ilé yìí máa le o. Ṣé tí wọ́n ń sìn pé ogun jà wá gidigidi? Àwọn pípù yìí ń jà wá lógun. Àwọn British yìí ka ní wọ́n. Àwọn pípù yìí náà support àwọn Fúlàní yìí láti máa pa àwọn èèyàn. But I'm so disappointed. Life ló wà wasted báyìí lójoojúmọ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ ń wò. Ẹ wá ń sọ pa IPOB. Eléyìí tó fi lọ gbé Nnamdi Kanu ní Kenya. Ṣé wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn? This is not going down well. No. It's not going down well. No. But mo ṣàmọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run máa ṣe nǹkan kan ṣá. Tí Deborah yìí how can they deny this? Ó yá, kúngbò náà fẹ́ sa ṣe lè sí báyìí. Èmi believe pé ti Deborah yìí ó sad nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. But it has really added beautiful color to our agitation on both sides.
That's right.
These guys are terrorists. Kò dẹ̀ sí ẹni tó lè bá wọn gbé. Àwọn ara wọn náà ni kò máa bára wọn gbé. So definitely Yorùbá nation should emerge. Biafra should go their ways. Káwọn náà gbé ojú kúrò nínú olè tó ń jẹ ní Nàìjíríà. Àbí I don't get this. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ èèyàn náà fi ń gbé owó lọ láti Nàìjíríà. British. Eléyìí máa le o. Thank you. Bye.
God bless you, ma. Thank you. I love that. That's one thing we have achieved on Mayegun's Diary Political, that people understand the situation and they always kind of see things pretty much like they should. Hello, sir.
Hello,
sir.
Hello, Mayegun.
Yes, sir.
Báwo ni o, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o?
Àwa nìyẹn o, alàgbà Ọláolúwa. Is that you, sir?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, Ọlọ́run á máa wà pẹ̀lú yín o, you know, so Ọlọ́run á máa ṣọ́ gbogbo wa.
Àmín àti gbogbo wa, àmín.
Yes. So, nípa about the girl that they killed, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mayegun,
sir.
Please. You see, we are continuing isolating our problem. You understand? When something happens, all of us shout like an idiot. You understand? This thing is all this thing that is happening in Nigeria is not new to me. And so, no, sorry, it's not surprising me. I've told you, and anybody should make up his mind that all this thing is just a baby thing. That is what is going to happen. You know the problem I'm having with Yoruba people now is this: we are not preparing for the day of catastrophe. Day of catastrophe. Ọjọ́ burúkú tí èṣù gbomi mu is very near. Mayegun, please. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní voice, tẹ́ ní tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ táwọn èèyàn tó pọ̀ ń gbọ́ dáadáa, that many people are listening. Please, you guys, please try to raise the awareness of the people, the danger that we face as Yoruba people and the one that the Igbo people faced. See, let's talk about the solutions, because the picture in front is very bleak. Hello?
Oh.
Hello, my good
I think I've lost Elder there. Sir, that's another caller on the line. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my good.
Loud and clear. Okay. So who am I speaking with? You're live.
Henry, my name is Henry. Yeah.
Henry.
I'm calling from London.
Please, sir.
Yeah. I'm calling from London. Yeah. I like your attire. I like your cap.
Thank
very
you.
nice.
I'm feeling the heat now. Just took it off. I've tried for more than 1.5 hours. Come on, I try. I never took it off for once, but now I feel like, yeah, it feels better. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Actually, I was in Scotland. I was just thinking, if, when I was in Scotland about 2 years ago before the pandemic, because I used to work for KPMG. Is it Vincent Street? Yeah, Vincent Street.
It's St. Vincent
As if I have known my good that time. Vincent Street.
Is it just
as if I have known? Yeah, Street. As if I have known my good that time. We could have sit down and talk, because I followed a program of recently about 1 year ago now.
Oh yeah.
So, but what I want to say is that,
yes, sir,
surrounding that Biafran issue, to be honest, I'm one of the people. You can see where people are getting annoyed. I like the way you balance up your this thing today, but you can see the annoyance of people.
Yes. The
annoyance of people is because Nigeria has failed them. I remember telling my friend, when this guy were taking flag, they started killing them. My friend would tell me, why are you doing all those things? You don't get this thing. You are just killing them. They are killing like that.
You should go and get gone. I remember. Go on, sir.
They were just saying they will kill you like that. They are just wasting your time. I told my friend that there will be a time they will push these guys and they want to defend themselves, because self-defense is allowed. And that's what is happening now. So the issue is, when you go to the, everywhere, I know Biafra issue, everybody have to say. Some will support, some will not support. But people who doesn't want it, they should also respect people who want it. Because when you go to the media, man can read comments. Some people will say, Kanu is just a crook. They piece them up. You know what I mean?
I know.
So
they say terrible things, and they have to fight back too. That's the one I'm saying. That they are free to keep doing that, yeah. But they should never get carried away enough to by justifying these criminals who are also killing Biafrans in Igbo land as we speak. You get what I mean now? Like all those banters, I know now. They are like Votrons on social media. You don't joke with them. You know what I mean? And it's because of those who say all those horrible things to them. Say this one. I know.
Yeah, another thing, Kanu, he said it very good. Somebody told you that if Kanu comes out tomorrow, that he might not be able to team all these people on social media. Let me tell you too.
There is that fear. That he probably will not be able to control all of them anymore.
To be honest, it's only Nnamdi Kanu. We know.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yes.
And one of them is talking. Even this time, sometimes my job is just, I'm analyzing him. What he's talking. Everybody is using Kanu because they know Kanu is the main man. But any day they change their tune, you know what I'm saying? Kanu comes and they think that we're going to, I want to be Omishawani. Go and ask this guy,
to mention Uche Ejiofor at the time. I mean, Ejiofor at the time, because it was a big thing. Nnamdi Kanu came out himself to announce his dismissal, and that's a very big thing. Then, Henry, go on.
Of course, because I always see him married or no. I see him because the Papa used to talk to him, but when all this happened, and that's what's going to happen with most of them on the social media now. If Kanu comes out now, we will know who is who. We know those who that are using his name and those who are not using, because the only thing, as I always say, that will make me to now be against Kanu, if Kanu comes out tomorrow and is not supporting Biafra agitation again, it change. People like you now, you are talking, if it change, some people say, why did you lead us for so long? Because everybody wants freedom. Consent like freedom. So as I am now, I like freedom. Let me tell you, I used to work in Nigeria. Yeah, everyone like freedom. So if you come tomorrow now, why I'm listening to you is because of you are preaching how people are going to be safe. Because Nigeria is it's a fake country. We know, and we have seen it.
Yes.
And because we are speaking something that resonates into me, that's why I'm following you.
Thank you.
And if you come tomorrow and change it again, I'll be thinking, oh my, that is where
you can easily tell. That's why I said, for now, you can't take side and say, now these people right, now this one wrong. The only person where we know is Nnamdi Kanu. If he comes out tomorrow, you can easily be able to separate fakes from real. It's like you said, people can easily just drop those that are just doing this for the attention or even for the money. So I'm with you, Henry.
Yeah. So as you say, let me tell you, Nigeria is tired everybody. Why I ran away from Nigeria? I don't even have anything. I did my master, I did my degree in Nigeria. But I came into this country, to be honest. I have done 1 master, 2 degrees, 1 MBA, PhD, ACC accountant, I am ACC qualified. I've erased everything about Nigeria. I work in Nigeria State Trust Bank. It's no more there. I work in UAC. I work in big top concession firm. But now I'm not even using them in my TV. I only use NatWest, Barclays, all these big, because Nigeria has failed me. I used to put Nigeria in my complaint. I put I'm in Nigeria, even when I'm a British. I've taken my British thing. But now you know what I did? I went there and sacked Nigeria away. I now put British. Because I'm so disappointed about Nigeria that sometimes I feel like even coming out like what you are doing. I'm one of those people that are so pain. It's so pain. I just want one day. Let's just divide this country. Everybody goes his own project, and we respect ourselves. Thank you, man. God bless you.
Not that too much to ask for. Thanks so much, Henry. It's been it's been nice talking to you. Thanks, sir. So that's Henry there. I have another caller where you can also call in and chip in your own view. Hello there. Somebody said I should.
All hell Biafra. All hello Dudua.
All hail Biafra. All hail Dudua. My brother, how are you?
I'm fine. One name.
Nice one, Baba. I'm glad that you managed to get in tonight as well, because you're one of these passionate Biafrans that a conversation like this should never go without you saying something. So I'm glad you are in. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Enjoying the weather, enjoying your presentation. It's gospel. It's gospel. Keep firing on all cylinders as usual, and always staying consistent and balanced. I appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
When people go off the rail, you attack them, and I appreciate that. You have to be as real and solid, and that's why we all love you for that.
Thanks, man.
The issue with the zoo, like we all call it, is something that we're watching it disintegrate. No matter what they try and do with BBC, no one should be disappointed with BBC. BBC has always been BBC, biased, one-sided, and they always have an agenda. To me, I think it's a blessing, because with the hit job that they did with the IPOB incident, actually brings everyone much closer. Those that were just looking at IPOB as a nuisance, and it was just on the fence, actually brought them a bit more closer, because they can now see the true bias, where you have Fulanis killing left and right, and no Fulani terrorist has been arrested or put on trial, but yet IPOB, you wave your flag, they'll do the was, protest, they get arrested, all this stuff. But the main issue no one is addressing. So let them continue to keep bringing us together even more faster than what it would take before. And you're doing an excellent job of bringing us. This is the United States of media. You know what I mean? The gospel.
The United States of truth seekers. I think I'll take that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Baba. I appreciate that. Okay. Once again, as usual, that's a brilliant add-on to this conversation. I'm going to listen to another person too. Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. We can all hear you, sir.
Oh.
Please.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
I would like to contribute to the topic you held tonight. That is about the Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu.
Please.
Actually, I'm a Yoruba guy. Then there's actually what I want to phone about some Igbos and the ones I've learned to know here in Europe. The problem is I see I'm not trying to discriminate, as in maybe I don't know what I could say.
Speak freely.
Could offend,
come on, see.
Yeah, could offend some people. I'm just trying to
go on. And maybe
I'm just trying to express myself.
Hang on, use some, because we are using Igbos could be generalizing. So when you use some, it simply means at least you are not generalizing. So we can watch the language, but I mean, speak freely. Now, once man go down, so go on.
Okay. The issue is always the stereotyping and trying to call out Yorubas every time. It is because of the Yorubas. You don't have Biafra. They are betrayers. They are these. They are that. All this stereotyping, castigation is too much. And I was like, I do ask some questions at time, and the question is, I am just like the one that happened in this. I think Isaiah Bia about the governor Ikpeazu that said, "What does a pregnant woman know? That if you give a pregnant woman 500 naira, what does she know?" I'm like, all these stuff like this. This is like, I feel like the wicked. Why don't you guys call out your leaders, your prominent men, your illustrious men, Igbo men that are. As when people know, the world knows them, they call them. Like when you're talking of Biafra, you don't call these people. The attack is always on the Yorubas, our own elders, our own prominent men. Like they are not talking about Biafra. Why should they talk about Biafra when your own leaders, your own politician leaders, your own your shenanigan leaders, they are not talking about it. Your prominent Igbo men, they are not talking about it. But you try to call out others. Castigate people, stereotype people. Me, I just kind of think of, because
let me say something. Myself. I like what you just asked, okay? Because it's very, very common, okay? On social media, there are banters like that. Yorubas are betrayer. Yorubas are coward. Yorubas are the ones who don't want Biafra to go. This and that.
Yeah.
You know what I figured out? Something called a transfer of aggression. Something like when you say something, for example, as an Igbo man. And then somebody jumped in and say, "What is wrong with you, baby factory Biafra?" And you are an Igbo man, okay? And you read the name.
Yeah.
It's a Yoruba man.
Okay.
And you have you have whatever to say, and you want to transfer this aggression on social media. This is how I studied it, psychological study of all this interaction on social media. But I get where you are coming from, okay? It is common. Even me, Mayegu, on this platform, I have been accused of, because I'm a Yoruba man, I've had Igbos who have accused me of, watch out for this Yoruba man. But guess what, Baba? It is the same Igbos on this platform that will always go after that person. Shut up your mouth and get out from here. We don't want people like you here. We don't want people like you to come and start, So if you as a Yoruba man, can begin to look beyond those responses and begin to actually see the characters behind those responses on social media, and you also don't ignore that we also have our Yoruba brothers who also call them names too. Sure,
I do. know. No, my ego, I do. But what I'm trying to figure out, what I'm trying to just to explain and let people know is that what, as in actually, I mean the audience, so let them know is that we are also in this together.
That's right.
I am pro Yoruba. I am pro Odua Nation.
Yes.
I do this. Even the person that attacked me here in Yoruba, as I'm telling you, like not just to attack me, like when it tries, okay, like something happened. I think that was about the BBC or the
BBC,
United Kingdom issue that maybe. That is no, not even that one. I think the one they said about IPOB is terrorists, and they later debunked the news. I don't know. I don't know. So I think
UK has listed IPOB as a terrorist, and it didn't take long for everybody to know that it was a lie, just like many other ones.
Exactly. So there was a guy who was like Yoruba media. I was like, I read all these things on Linda Ikechi blog. Is Linda Ikechi not Igbo? Many all these. This news outlet, they carry all these news. I was like, these people, I think Punch newspaper also, it is owned by Igbos. They carry all this. Why are you pointing Yoruba media? These things like...
Yeah, let me say something, okay? You see, when we say we should look beyond, right? This is part of it. We can outgrow things like this. And gradually, people who see Yorubas like that, there will be those who will come out and say, man, I've been so wrong, Sha. I've just been stereotyping, following the crowd. I am doing my own part to make you as a Yoruba man feel comfortable to sit with an Igbo man, even if you know that you have a lot of differences on the side, yeah? You can respect them, and you can have a chat. I mean, healthy conversation and all of that. So I am trying to encourage that, and I'm saying that not just myself, you can be an ambassador too. We know all these things are being said, but how can we turn them around into our favor? Is by never trying to amplify it. So I understand where you're coming from, and I'm glad I'm talking to you. That's why I said talk freely, because you don't know what that's going to be doing.
Yeah.
It's a great
that's true, because
honestly.
Yeah, because I'm just at times I'm just devastated when I hear all these things.
I read a lot. See, let me quickly say something
we are in
too.
this together. We are in this together. So
I know. 1 second. Do you know that there are some recognized Biafra platform on Twitter, on Facebook, that will deliberately write spiteful things that will picture Yorubas in a very bad light, and I will read them and I'll be like, and you actually sat down and you typed this. On the other hand, you are also sharing pictures of Yorubas, the Biafrans in London, in America, protesting together in solidarity, and you can't sit down type this again. God,
and you are castigating them on the other hand.
I try to control my reaction, because that person is speaking from God knows point of view, right? Tomorrow, that same person is going to come out and say, I never know the Yorubas are this. People said that to me a lot. So we should always look beyond. I have my reason for explaining this to you, Baba. But please, go on.
Yeah, because I try to say at times that what you castigate people for, it is things you do also. So why are you castigating us? Why are you castigating people? I just keep saying it. We're in this together. So we just, I just want to clear all these things. Like, people should stop all this stereotyping. They should just stop it. Yoruba Biafra, we have leaders that are just behind all this our problem. Our leaders are behind this. Igbo leaders are behind this. Not Yoruba leaders behind your problem. Not the Igbo leaders behind Yoruba's problem. That is just it. Yeah,
let's just try for what is happening to you, when you can actually see those who are perpetrating it.
Agitate for what you want, advocate for what you want, not trying to bring people out. No, that's just my own problem about it. Like, I just felt so bad when reading it.
Would you promise that you will no longer see it as a problem? See it as part of the process of all of us ending up having to work together, because we have to understand ourselves before we can say, let us. You see, and there's something as well. When we say, let us work together, it's not because we are going to work together and get Oduduwa Republic for Oduduwa, Biafra. No. Working together in this case is that we have a common goal. Our people deserve better. And whatever it's going to take, the strength, the number is upon us. If we don't do it, then we watch our children do the same thing while we watch and all that. So you get me now. So we must learn.
Absolutely.
We must learn beyond that. Please promise me you'll be like that, and you actually tell others too that listen.
Share with because
you know,
I
look beyond the comments,
you know, for me, I want a black nation that will be just free from everything.
You get what I mean?
Free
We are
from
still going to
everything.
be neighbors
We
now.
just want to live.
Eh?
Exactly.
When Nigeria break,
exactly.
finally, we are going to be neighbors now. You know.
Of course. You know these two tribes. You know, we've been doing things together for so long. So it can never stop. It can never stop.
So we need to
no matter
always,
the hatred, no matter how these exactly the detest, the contemption, it can't just stop. We will keep working together. So
yes.
Thank you very much.
And we can only work. Remember this before you go as well. We can only work together if we decide to understand ourselves, okay? And don't think that working together means we don't know our differences. We just choose to respect our differences. And that's the way we can work together. And you've promised me today.
I comprehend your stand. I promise you. No, I'm just trying to just speak out my mind. No, not that maybe I have any other problem about maybe I just want to say
beyond. Just look beyond it. And some of them that you feel like I can't really look beyond, you can stop by and drop a comment. Even if they come back to say even worse thing to you, right? It just proves to you that there's so much job to still be done. And then you can't give up. You still have to continue to encourage people that I can react the same way you are reacting. Don't think because you can type and I can do the same thing. I choose not to.
Exactly.
Because it's absolutely needless.
Exactly.
It's not needed.
Exactly.
So if you continue to be like that, you may not know the people. Even people you are trying to convert, they may not be commenting. They may be comment readers. You may convert them by reading your and say, that's true. And that's a Yoruba man saying this. So they even abuse him. He responded. He didn't abuse back. He said, man, this is cool. Maybe I should be like that. It may be somebody that's not even commenting. So be that person you want to see in others. And you don't know how much that's going to do. Just try it. I am doing it now. And all of you are calling from all over the world and saying, Mayegun, well done. Mayegun, well done. That means it's doable. It is doable. So you promise me.
Thank you.
Please do it.
Thank you so much. No, I do. I promise. I just want everything to be right with us. I promise you. I promise you.
Stay safe.
Nice Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so relaxed.
I am relaxed too.
Just continue the good work.
It feels good because you know one thing. Me and you, they talk.
Yeah.
But we have tens of thousands of people watching, and you just don't know people who feel like you. Now that we discussed it, they probably feel like, that's true. I'm gonna be like that too. You may think I'm talking to you. I'm not just talking to you. Okay, so thank you for bringing it up.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
And you too. Stay safe. So that's something there. I have another caller on the line. Hello there. I'm gonna. It's like you are not connected directly to the. Yeah. Okay. I think you are now. Hello there.
Hello. General.
Oh, Elder Akiola. How are you tonight, sir?
Good night.
You have a very, very unique voice, and it's not. I don't have the second. I don't have two of that on my Egunzari yet, so I can easily spot you from far, even when I'm blind. I can hear. How are you?
It's great to be here again.
It's a pleasure.
In fact, when I was flying the month, I was thinking about the temple of the truth that I'm going to be missing that today. So I'm happy that this song is taking place this night.
You are a regular feature now, sir. But suddenly, the heart may just not be in your favor. But I wish it's going to continue to be in your favor, even when you are not at home. Home and away, the heart is in your favor.
For sure. There are 3 points I just
please, sir.
And I'm going to be very because I want to give room to others to be able to contribute. The first one is on the issue of Deborah. So usually, I usually talk about this issue of how a lot of northern people are so intolerant about the level of education and all that. What actually shocked me of recent is that a PhD holder was sympathizing with the killer of Deborah. And Bauchi, the commissioner there in Bauchi, was writing the same statement that, yes, they should be training their kids, this and that. And I look at it and they put PhD, doctor. So if you see how I was amazed that somebody who has PhD or who has a PhD degree will be writing that kind of a thing. So the reality is that, my brother, the difference between the southern and the northern Nigeria is so wide that
I cannot imagine the formulation that brought us together to start with. And the earlier we understand this, even though we know that they are far behind when it comes to the issue of education, this is actually more than education in essence. There's no way, even if we relocate Oxford University and Cambridge University to the northern Nigeria today, they are still going to be who they are. They are not going to change. And there's no way that this union can actually work. That's my first point. The second point is on Kanu. And I'm saying how at least most of what he has said is coming through and everybody can attest to it. Even at the beginning, you just kind of like sit back and say, oh, is this propaganda or something like that? The only thing that we've not done now is to actually do DNA to Buhari to actually confirm that it's Jubri actually. Because we can't believe a president of a country will do all these things that he's been doing. Things will happen. They will craft one statement that doesn't make sense and give it to him to read.
And the presidency is a garbage shoe and Femi Opono additional. We later figured out. So that's the presidency.
His wife is living in Dubai. So I don't know if maybe you guys know what I don't know. So that's the only thing that is not 100% confirmed that actually we are not dealing with Buhari, we are dealing with Jubri. So and apart from that, I don't know of any other thing that Kanu has said that has not come to pass. So and having said that, we've seen all these Igbo governor going there to see him and all that. I know that Nigerian state cannot convince Kanu. It's not possible. They don't have anything against him. My only worry
if they do, they should have brought them out by now and not just be postponing court cases on flimsy nonsense and avoiding the real argument of why are you holding him now?
They have nothing. They have nothing against the guy. So and having nothing against the guy, I think they are worried that he's got so much information. So it's not about agitating for freedom alone. It's about the level of accuracy in his information that this guy
and the damages he can do if he actually uses that influence. I fear that too.
They believe that this guy probably has connection with their security settings and is getting so much information. So my concern is that they should not use some of these Igbo politicians to poison the man as well. You know the way they did to that is my concern. With all these photos they are sharing, I wouldn't be surprised if they also give room for the British to go there to see him and all that. So my advice for people who are very close to this to him is that whenever he's going, they should ensure that his daughter he has access to a doctor every time as well.
That's a very, very vital info there. Go on, sir.
Yeah. I don't want them to poison the man. The man is, he's speaking the truth, and everything he's saying is coming out to be what it is. Kanu is more valuable than any other governor in
Obviously.
So, and they know that. So, and that is why people like Soludo will go there to go and see him.
At least anybody think that the struggle for Biafra is just a joke. Nnamdi Kanu is this, whatever you might call him, right? That's not what your politicians are calling him. That's not what your governors are calling him. They know who he is. And it's actually the time for them to come out and say, you know what? The game is up. We need to let him go.
Soludo needs those photos we share more than Kanu needs it actually. They're sharing that photo so that they can listen to Soludo and all that. That they want to say that Kanu is giving Soludo his blessing. In essence, these are the reason why they are playing out this game. The reality is that they need to just release the man. And if anything happens to him, it's on Nigerian government.
Of course.
So the way they kill Abiola, they should not kill Kanu. Everybody should make that clear to them that the man has to be released without anything. He has not done anything. Everybody is aware of that. It should be released. So that's my second point. My third point tonight is that it's okay for us to gather now and then and express our view. In essence, we need now to continue the raising of money, freedom fund. We need to raise that because we need to continue to fight this battle here and there.
Whatever
we need to put our money where
I like that.
we need to put our money where our mouth is, in essence. So basically, people like me, whatever I can get every month, I want to be part of that.
Yes.
But we need to do it in such a way that nearly 100% of our fund, I don't know. I know that paper had an issue the other time. Maybe now, if we start another raising fund for referendum, freedom fund, I call it,
Just
maybe they will not have.
Yeah. You've heard about Yoruba Rescue Fund, sir.
Yeah.
You have
so
heard
maybe
about
they will
Yoruba
not.
Rescue Fund, haven't you?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
That
so
is something that's going to be the
that,
vehicle for something you are talking about now.
Okay.
That's the vehicle.
Okay. Because the other website we're using the other time, they seem to be putting some percentage on their whatever contribution that is being made. So if we can find
send, go and all of that, we are going to close that soon. But for now, the target is to see, can we meet our target before we close it? But if we are not going to meet it and we choose to close it anytime soon, we will close that. And guess what, sir? Our Yoruba Rescue Fund platform, I can actually serve like a GoFundMe. People can come there and raise money, like open an account and raise money for your own whatever project and all of that in Yoruba land. It's so wonderful. We are going to launch it this week. It is coming.
So if anybody needs freedom, there's something to live for.
Freedom is not free and it's not cheap.
It's not free. It's not cheap. So we need to continue. We need to continue to raise the bar and let these people know that we are not playing at all. You know, and the way to show that, I want to be seeing high figure every month going to that account. And people are to confront them in whatever way that is possible. We should be approaching the war court. We should be fighting them from Britain, from America, everywhere. We should be Nigerian government to court every time. They should be, they should be saying our truth. Then they will know that these people they need business. So I appeal to everybody listening to this thing today that the battle is not yet won. We're just starting. So let's be ready. It's going to be long, but since the truth is on our side, I can assure you the victory is very
You know what
sure.
I say to people? You know what I say to people every time I want to sound like I am, I'm philosophical, sir. I say, I am not promising you that it's going to be easy, but I can promise you one thing: it's going to be worth it. How is that?
For sure. The victory,
go on, sir.
It may be. There's nothing that is built on lie that will last forever, for sure. So and I believe, and God knows, I'm a Christian, and I don't tend to pretend that my religion is better than others. So also there are
moderate. Go on, sir.
That are Muslims, the people there that are Ifa worshiper and all those things. And there are lots of our brothers that don't believe anything.
At all.
We need to know for sure that religion is not our problem. We need to know that at all this ethnicity and all these things, we need to set that aside and remain focused. When it comes to the Dua, when it comes to Biafra, there's no negotiation here. We are asking for simple referendum.
That's right.
Let the people choose the way they want to live.
That's right.
So no more, no less. The kind of forced marriage we have at the moment is not working. Some people are being killed. Some people are being, even the people that are taking all your money are also killing you and laughing about it. You can imagine that nearly over 70% of the money that is holding that country together is coming from the South. And the North will tell you we have the number. That we can become president forever. They say all kinds of gadgets online, and you keep asking yourself, you're the one feeding these people, and they are the ones telling you how you're going to live your life. Now, this has to stop. And let's forget our differences. Let's come together, both to the Dua and Biafra, and let's remain focused. They want to create a division among us so that we are not united, but we should be united. We should ignore all these voices that are telling you this is what Awolowo did, this is what Zik did, and all those
voices. I know. Sir, thank you so much. We need to go now, honestly. My time is so hot. Thank you. And I wish, are you back? You didn't answer that earlier, or you're on your way getting ready to go back, or are you already?
You can see I'm tired tonight, so I'm back. I just came back a few minutes ago.
You can't even take a day off and get some rest. You are here again in the temple. God bless you.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
To be.
Thanks. Thank you, sir. You have a good evening, okay? And a wonderful one. So I'll see you again when I see you. I'll hear from you again when I hear from you. You have a good night, sir. So this is where we're going to draw the curtains, and this is where it is a good night. I have said all I felt like I could share with you. If you have found any of them useful in a way to what you know, okay, and that can make you probably be better than what than who you are before you join this broadcast or before you watch this broadcast, okay? Whatever it is, my intention is to get everybody to understand why they are getting involved in what you are getting involved in. Violence is not it. You shouldn't promote it. You shouldn't defend it. You should stay away from it and join those who expose it because they are counterproductive in a way. I understand that we all have different stories that could possibly push us to the point of having to, you know what I mean? But whatever it is, yeah, don't glorify it. Don't publicize. Don't do it in a way that will put you in a bad light because Nigeria is out to get you. And in Yoruba land, we are trying to encourage same. Please, let's keep it more discreet and, that's what they say in Yoruba. I wish I could spend more time with you tonight, but I wouldn't be able to. But again, tomorrow is another day. Hopefully, I'll be here and I would continue from where we are stopping tonight. Don't leave the broadcast without possibly liking it. I mean, if you have been with me for the past hour or two, and then it's about time to go, right? I advise that you should like the video. Subscribe onto my channel on YouTube, Mayegun's Diary Political So Easy. You can even become a member of my platform, yeah? And at the same time, just like the video before you go, which is the offering part. But from that, you can call it a night. And I will see you again when I see you. Good night, everybody.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí fa. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.